Good, happy Thursday morning, April 30th, 2020, the last day of April, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So sit back, relax, grab you a cup of coffee, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire. We're going to begin with the news first. We're going to start with your local news first. First up, 6 new deaths attributed to COVID-19. 2 new long-term care facility outbreaks identified. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
I don't care who it is, I'll work with anybody if I feel I'm going to help the American people and the American worker.
He said everything that I could have hoped for.
He has been responsive. He's done a lot of good things.
$1,500 people. That's how many. Governor Sununu says he wants DHHS to test every day for COVID-19.
If we can do that, and we have every reason to think that we can meet those goals, that obviously allows us a lot more flexibility and assurance in terms of making any additional steps forward we may want to make with the stay-at-home order.
At a press conference today, Sununu said those future decisions will be driven by data. State health officials also continue to urge sick Granite Staters to get tested to improve that data.
The best place to find out how you can get a test is to call your provider.
In addition to 5 testing locations around the state for people with limited access to a hospital, New Hampshire is also working with Convenient MD to test thousands of people in long-term care facilities and those without providers.
Even if you don't have insurance, you can pick up the phone and call one of your local Convenient MD locations. There's 11 sites.
The state says 11 of 15 Abbott COVID-19 rapid tests have also now been deployed after hundreds of additional testing cartridges came in.
We do expect to be able to deploy the remaining machines in the coming weeks.
The governor says $3 million in CARES Act funding has also been released to New Hampshire homeless shelters. The money, he says, will aid in covering staff stipends, increased costs, and permanent housing searches.
Great opportunity, really allowing the funds to get to where they need to go for exactly the purpose they're designed to.
And those who have been keeping up with the numbers with us, the DHHS commissioner also said today that regular testing summaries, including the total number of people that they are testing as well as the percentage of positives, will now become part of their daily press briefings. We're live in Concord tonight. Tyler Dumont, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire important information. And here is that information for all of you. COVID-19 in New Hampshire. There are 2,054 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,036,652 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 66 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 259 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire, and 60,846 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire shows you where cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. Nashua, 180 cases of COVID-19. This chart, new cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases in the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. Why don't the numbers add up? And here is why. Your current cases. In the purple, total current COVID-19 cases, and in the orange, current hospitalizations. Cumulative totals. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths, and in the blue, recovered. This chart here shows you by age group. This chart here shows you by female and male, and this chart here shows you risk information. This chart here, race/ethnicity of cases, and this chart here shows you percent of New Hampshire population. Your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing. How it spreads, and prevention tips. We had some breaking news earlier this morning in the newsroom here at the Riley King Network. And the breaking news was there was a water main break in Merrimack. We are now learning that the water service restored in Merrimack after water main break. Merrimack police say service was restored just after 6 a.m. Thursday. Water service has been restored throughout the town of Merrimack following a water main break. Merrimack Village District water workers say the break happened at 3:45 a.m. Thursday in the area of Turkey Hill Road. Crews shut off water to the entire town while they made repairs. Police say the water was turned back on just after 6 a.m. Thursday. That is good news there. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, Dr. Jen Ashton with the key takeaways on Redderfire's findings. Let's take a listen to that video.
Tonight, and Dr. Anthony Fauci talking today about remdesivir, saying this NIH study shows it can speed recovery. So, of course, let's bring in Dr. Jen Ashton again tonight because, Jen, you heard Dr. Fauci say there that this will set a new standard of care. That sounded pretty bold, but you remain cautious tonight.
Well, David, Dr. Fauci said that the results of this trial proved proof of concept, showed that this drug remdesivir can in fact block the virus, and it will become the standard of care. However, some caveats. A new study just published in The Lancet done in China using remdesivir showed no significant effect. So the NIH study finding is encouraging. Many infectious disease experts find it promising, but international clinical trials are definitely ongoing.
So encouraging, but we still need a fulsome report of this in the months to come. All right, Jen, thanks so much. And
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. We'll have to wait and see. Coronavirus updates for the rest of the world. South Korea reports no new local cases for the first time since February. The last time South Korea reported no new locally transmitted cases was February 18th. Today's biggest developments. U.S. death toll nears 61,000. South Korea reports no new local cases for the first time since February. California governor plans to order closures of all beaches and state parks. Russia reports record spike in new cases. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into business news. In business news, Dow futures fall more than 100 points, but Wall Street is still headed for the best month in decades. Dow Industrial Average and S&P 500 were headed for the lower open on Thursday as Wall Street wrapped up its best month in decades. Tech stocks rose in pre-market trading, led by Facebook and Microsoft, which issued better than expected revenue projections in their earnings reports. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. Your weather right now is rain showers, 43 degrees. And the weather for today, rain, high around 45 degrees. Winds, east southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 90%. Rainfall around 1/4 inch. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life segment. Today in New Hampshire Life segment, 5-year-old New Hampton boy paints rocks and raises $1,500 for New Hampshire Food Bank. Project started as a at-home art class. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
These are truly challenging times, but New Hampshire companies are here and open for business.
Mid-state.
Oliver's gonna be on TV.
He is gonna be on TV.
Yes, Oliver, you're gonna be on TV because we want to share the kindness you're spreading. You can see it in his New Hampton neighborhood. The 5-year-old started painting rocks as part of virtual kindergarten.
I just said one day, let's paint some rocks for art class. And he suggested, well, we could leave them at our neighbor's house to be nice.
The painted rocks were such a hit, neighbors started making donations to the New Hampshire Food Bank in exchange for the artwork. Donations in the name of Oliver Rocks.
Oliver Rock.
That's right.
Oliver Rock.
The rocks and donations started piling up.
So this past weekend, we mailed $1,500 to the New Hampshire Food Bank.
You're going to help a lot of other children. Did you know that, Oliver?
Not just grown-ups, but children.
Children, too, yeah. Do you remember what we called it?
What?
We pay it forward, right?
Yeah, pay it forward.
Yeah.
More rock requests are coming in, so Oliver will keep painting messages of kindness, like high five.
High five, baby.
We did do a high five online.
We'll give you a high five. High five.
Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Very cool indeed. Awesome story there. And take a look at this video. The Blue Angels and Thunderbirds fly over NYC to honor healthcare heroes. Take a look. Awesome video there. And all of us here at the Riley King Network would like to thank all the healthcare workers for doing a great job through this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news today, watch Prince Harry introduce Thomas and Friends 75th anniversary episode. Let's take a look at that video from Entertainment Tonight.
Thomas and Friends is celebrating 75 years. And to help those celebrations, we've created an episode called Thomas and the Royal Engine. It's about Sir Topham Hatt and Thomas embarking on a journey to London to visit the Queen.
Sir Topham Hatt? Your Majesty.
And to make it even more special, we brought in some great cast, and none other than Rosamund Pike to play the role of Duchess.
Oh, how rude of me. I should introduce myself. My name's Duchess. Duchess of Loughborough.
Duchess has a very, very important job in that she transports the royal family, which is obviously a very exciting job but comes with great responsibility, and you don't really want anything to go wrong when you have very important passengers. She's a brave little engine. She's lovely. She's charming. She can seem a little rude at times, but it's only because of her sort of anxiety. Actually, she's a very, very warm, friendly engine who's looking for friends.
And we are delighted Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is introducing this very special episode.
This year, Thomas and Friends is celebrating 75 years of friendship and teamwork. The story starts late one afternoon on the island of Sodor.
I think this is a very beautiful and apt episode for the 75th anniversary. It's got all the key characters and some new ones and some unexpected ones, and I think it puts Thomas sort of front and centre, giving him a very noble and important challenge, and he emerges from it triumphant.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cool indeed. And now let's take a look at your celebrity birthdays for today. Let's see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And thank you for watching this morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll see you back here later on today for another edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. And enjoy your Thursday. Goodbye, everyone.